man. Pull up to Richmond, California to our location. And also we got a food truck, man. Book me for any type of information that you have coming up. 51 Ohio Street, Richmond, California. I'm going to share this page on Facebook. Today's subject is, man, being consistent. Consistency is a way of business you have to continue to do, ups and downs. It don't happen like how you want it all the time. It doesn't. And sometimes it may take 5 years, might take a year, might take 6 months, it might take 10 years for you to hit. But you got to continue to study your business, your art, your craft, whatever you're doing. I don't care if you're cleaning up garbage at a restaurant, you're washing cars. It's ups and downs in business, especially when you're self-employed. You have to keep yourself, man, motivated all the time. Motivated. You got to stay motivated in this craft. But like I said, the main subject is being consistent, not letting nothing stop you from your destination. You're closer to your destination than you was 2 years ago. Just think about that. You're closer to your destination than you was 2 years ago. You're closer to your destination than yesterday. These are certain type of things that you got to take consideration of being in business for yourself. Yes. You got to stay consistent. Just like myself right now, I'm consistent, man, going to the barbershop. Yes. I'm going to the barbershop right now to go get my hair cut, get myself shaved up, and look apart to the public out there when I'm serving the community. These are certain things you have to take consideration that I have to be consistent with all the time. All the time. Because people are watching and looking when you're not consistent. And it's just business. There's nothing much wrong with that. They want to come support somebody, man, that's taking care of themselves, taking care of business. You can't look like you wrote about a garbage can, like you had to drink or something. Or you been up all night, man, not up to par. You got to stay consistent. And these are the characteristics, man, of an important businessman or businesswoman. You got to keep on top of that business. You got to be clean, shaved, neat and clean to the best of your ability. Because I understand sometimes people don't have it, but you can't go to certain places. You can go to Goodwill and get some clean clothes and figure it out. You got vouchers, man, that, sometimes you got to get some government assistance. Nothing wrong with that, but don't stay there. Don't stay there. Get some government assistance, man. Don't be ashamed, man, to get you some food stamps real quick, man, to get some meat, get you a voucher, get some clothes, get you a nice shirt so you can have your business. Don't be ashamed of that. I never talked about that, man. When I came up in college, I was riding the bus for 9 months. I had no car. I had no driver license. I don't even think I had an ID at the time. No, I think I had an ID. It was expired though. But these are certain things I had to go through for 9 months. And I went out. This is 2003 in May. This is 20 years ago. So I came home from college. I didn't have much to do. So I enrolled myself, man, to the mosque, got myself registered. And what do you mean by registered? These certain things you got to study, you got to read lessons, and discipline yourself. And so I got myself together. I had my son, he was only 2 years old. And I consistently, man, got on the bus and board to catch it from Richmond, California, or actually San Pablo, where my family reside. And I worked. I actually sand houses, man, and painted. I'm not no painter. But I didn't want to go back, man, to that madness, selling drugs, being in the streets, any type of violence, man. Make yourself, man, go right back to prison or county jail or either dead. You know, I was 27 years old, and I didn't want to be part of that no more because it really was a dead end. So I worked pretty hard, got me a suit, tie, from Goodwill or donated. I forgot how I got it from, but I didn't go to the store and buy it. I got some assistance. But make the long story short, I basically being consistent, man, get on the bus and board, got my suit tied, you know. I did the painting thing for a few months, it got me a few dollars. And then what I did, I started into my salesmanship. This is like my 20th year of selling. 20th year selling. I just have the body of instant final calls, still sell final calls, but I get them out now for free. Badios, incense, final calls, shooting time, selling bean pies, still sell bean pies. All through the Bay Area on the bus and bar. Very interesting. You meet a lot of people, man, that are very down and out, and they disrespect you, really down and out. I understand. They have no ambition. You're doing something like, I dare you do something, and we down on the bus and we're doing bad. But I tell you what, the life experience, man, from working for yourself, man, it prepares you, man, to be a better man every day. So I saw one day that I brought home $40 one day, $50, $60, $70. The same program when I started when I was a youngster, man, out to the streets. I looked up, man, I was making $70 to $150 a day, every day, selling merchandise. Then I was 100% of a boss myself, between $70 and $150 a day. Let's do the math on that. Let's say you're doing an average, let's say $100 a day. You're doing this, let's say 6 days a week, times 6. That's $600 a week. Times 4. That's $2,400 a month. That's revenue that you're pulling in, door to door, corner to corner salesmanship. $2,400 a month. So you do that times 12. So you got $28,800 in 12 months. You could do something with $28,000 if you put it up. Let's say, okay, you got bills, you want something to eat, whatever. We're gonna cut it in half because we're gonna cut it in half. Rent, whatever, cut it in half. Divided by 2, $14,000. So you take $1,000 of that money and get you a wardrobe. You got to be the part for yourself. You got to be the part. You got to be a part. So you got $13,400. So you can either spend the money or reinvest it. Me as a businessman, I reinvested $13,400, man, into clothing. So I started selling GT shirts, stuff like that. So I'm operating off my business. I'm still making $100 a day, but my business is growing, so I'm now making $300 a day times 6. So I'm making $1,800 a week now. So I'm compiling this method of business on top of my business. So now we're gonna go up. Now I'm making $600 a day times 6. So I'm now putting $13,000 a week. You hear me? Times 4. $14,000 a month. See how I compile that, man, fast? I saved $14,000, but I reinvested to a business. But now I'm making $14,000 a month. Now times 12. That's $172,000, man. It took some time. It didn't happen overnight. It took about a 3-year, 4-year process. But now I'm revenue about $172 grand of selling merchandise in the community out of my van. I don't even got a storefront. I'm going corner to corner, block to block, barbershop, beauty salon, gas stations. Man, I'm selling, man. Jeans, t-shirts, final calls, bean pots, oils, incense. I'm making 172 grand revenue a year. Anybody know that if they see this page, the Urban Clothing Man was a real deal, man. Holyfield businessman on International 34. You can pull up, get jean t-shirts, man. We had all type of rappers, community actors, man, buying school clothes for us, man, around this time of year, July, August, September, man. We was rolling. And I'm talking right now like that, like this. Like, I'm still doing something, man. I'm rolling with the food now, with a food truck. So people have like, oh man, you used to be. I'm still doing it. Still doing it. A different area, different field, but still in sales. But like I said, you have to be consistent, man. Whatever you do, man, to keep things going. In 2005, I was revenuing $172,000, man, per year, man, selling jean t-shirts. Like the third year, fourth year in business, $172,000. You got some people, some doctors loading me money like that. Oh man, I'm still getting money. If I told you the money I'm making right now, man, you'd be like, wow, yeah, I made double that revenue. But it took time, 20 years. 20 years for me to actually revenue that type of stream. 20 years. So everybody want to make money overnight. These quick rich schemes and all that, man. That stuff is internet BS, man. You got to go through the process like everybody else. So the moral of the story: stay consistent. Stay consistent, man. Stay down and do your thing, and it's gonna come up. I promise you. Peace.